Cities spell hope and create dreams. More than half the world's population now lives in towns and cities. They not only reflect the vision of their makers, but also mirror the daily struggles, anxieties, and aspirations of the millions who inhabit them. While our cities grow in leaps and bounds to accommodate our needs, there is an ever-increasing demand for energy. In fact, urban areas account for 3/4 of the global energy consumption and close to 80% of the world's carbon emissions. The construction industry in India contributes a significant share of the country's GDP. Besides creating investment and employment opportunities across various related sectors, this industry is also responsible for about 33% of the total electricity consumption in the country. While the industry's significance can hardly be understated, it often happens that unregulated and inefficient construction activity amplifies the energy consumption as well as expenditure, thus posing serious threats to the environment.
We can see in our cities the negative manifestations of urbanization. Solid waste management is one of it. It's a problem for the governments and the municipalities. You can see the infrastructure, road, water, electricity.
Where else can the people find housing and accommodation? They are forced to settle in most deplorable areas, and this gives birth to the situation of slums in this country.
So the challenges ahead for governments and local actors is how to transport all these people. Millions of people are asking themselves, how can we get to the doctor? How can we get to school? How can we get to our jobs? And it's not only a question of how to get there, it's a question of how can we get there in time, with limited resources, and safe.
дахин дарахгүй бол энэ хавийнхаа гудамдмынхын талбай матбагийн сайхан зэгцлүүлээд бороогүй тахтахгүй сайхан болгож өгөөл л.
I would like to see Naga City more walkable, safe. Maybe there's bike lanes and environment-friendly, sustainable city as we can, where people can live, work, and play at the same time.
Limiting encroachment on pedestrian and cycle paths and focusing on non-motorized transport infrastructure may also help reduce road congestion and hence emissions. Cycle rickshaws are the oldest non-motorized transport in India. Operating on pedal power, it creates no emissions. Even today, they are a very common sight in northern India.
On the electricity side, you become involved because electricity is the source of everything, especially for informal settlement areas where people need energy. The key challenge that current councillors will be faced with is the development in the energy industry, where new trends are coming in, moving away from coal into the clean energy.
The differences between what we have today and probably in the next, say, 2 to 5 years, it's the changing roles that municipalities and customers will be having. Now with the proliferation of renewable energies, we have the interacting roles between the municipalities and customers, because the customers can also become the suppliers to the municipality when they sell back the energy that they generate from their houses. As municipality, we must be ready to mitigate what could be seen as a revenue loss because of the changes in the model of the delivery of the electricity services. In my view, there's no issue that says that we are going to be losing revenue. We just have got to find alternative ways of dealing with the changing environment.
According to the corporation's records, Vijayawada is one of the few Indian cities with 100% door-to-door garbage collection. The Vijayawada Municipal Corporation collects 550 tons of waste daily from over 0.22 million households, more than half of which is organic and can be converted into manure through vermin composting. This helps in the mitigation of greenhouse gas emissions, as the uncontrolled dumping of organic waste would otherwise lead to methane formation during decay. Sewage treatment plants are extremely energy intensive. The operation and maintenance work of a city's sewerage system usually amounts to 20% of the total municipal energy bill. And in the process, high levels of methane are produced, thereby threatening the environment. As a sustainable solution to both rising energy costs as well as the environment-damaging GHG emissions, the biogas generated from the sewage sludge can be harnessed for the electricity generation. Navi Mumbai consists of 29 villages located on hillocks. The low-lying area around the villages is subject to waterlogging during high tide. The holding ponds, which were supposed to help manage the water quantity and prevent flooding, would get silted quite frequently. To overcome this problem, the Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation renovated the holding ponds and carried out desilting work to increase their capacity. The corporation also provided high-capacity pumping stations to replace the low-capacity storm-water disposal pumps. Altogether, 12 storm-water holding ponds and 18 major nallas are now in operation under the storm water management system of the Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation.
The first and foremost is to make sure that you have plans that look towards urban growth, but plans that are inclusive, that recognize that the city is growing not on the back only of the rich, but people across a wide range of affordabilities, and every person needs to find access to the city in some shape and form.
Українцям треба почати змінювати свої міста, зробити їх більш енергонезалежними, зокрема в сфері транспорту. Ми дуже мало знаємо про мобільність в розвинених країнах, чимало стереотипів про велосипед, про зиму в Західній Європі.
Urban development cuts across ministries, agencies and departments. How do we get all these different ministries, agencies and departments to speak to each other so that we can be better informed of what they are doing to make sure that we harmonize efforts and don't duplicate issues? This is the one major reason why the urban development unit was established.
There is no standard formula for achieving sustainability. The plan and financing need to be creative. However, a strong collective of leadership at the city level is a must. Leaders must recognize that people occupy center stage in our cities.